Good morning, Matt Delacruz here with the Winning Minds Group, part of the John Maxwell team, and welcome to Mondays with Matt. Happy Monday to you. Hope you had a great weekend. Looking forward to another extraordinary week this week as we use Monday to springboard into this week, and we create this masterpiece of our life that we're going to live this week. Just a couple thanks real quick to a couple people that sent me some emails. One of them was from Erin. She had said, Matt, I used to hate Mondays, but I love Mondays now because I get to spend my Mondays with you. Keep doing your Mondays with Matt. I love the Mondays with Matt. Another one from Barb. She was saying that, Matt, not only do I listen to you on Mondays with Matt, but my kids do as well as I drop them off at school Monday. So your message is not only refreshing for us, but the kids love it as well. They know who Matt Delacruz is, but they want to meet you someday. So keep doing what you're doing because you're impacting the kids as well. So thanks for those kind comments. It's what I live for. Right, to add value to others wherever I am, wherever I go, every day of my life, and to live a life that matters. That's my why, obviously. I want to kick off this week because I want to talk to you about something that we all get away from. If you talk about use your imagination, or you got a big imagination, and you look at Walt Disney, who had this mind, this genius mind of imagination on what he created, Thomas Edison, Henry Ford, Andrew Carnegie. I mean, I can go through the greats. I mean, everyone went through that process of this, had this huge imagination, the Wright brothers. But I wanted to start off real quick with a quote from Steve Jobs, and it says, you can't connect the dots looking forward. You can only connect them looking backward. So you have to trust that the dots will somehow connect in the future. And that was Steve Jobs' quote. And you think about that imagination. So many of us stopped dreaming. We started using that imagination faculty. And this is a two-part series I want to talk about on this Mondays with Matt, because there's actually two different faculties of imagination that we use or we don't use. And if you're not using it, again, like building the muscle, it just dies out. For example, think about the kids today. The kids are dreamers today. They still have this belief that they can, this imagination. They create this imagination in drawings and when they're doing pictures. I mean, they talk about things in imagination. Where's your imagination? Which is a good thing, believe it or not, because everything started with a thought. Everything started with imagination. This video right now, this webcam right now, was a thought first, and then somehow it was created, and then all of a sudden it manifested into what we do today. Computer software. I mean, let's take Steve Jobs, for example. You know, the iPhone just didn't happen overnight. It started with a thought, and then the thought is the seedling to the imagination, and the imagination is then the seedling to the dream, and the dream is the seedling to the reality of things come to fruition. This is how it all starts. Everything starts with imagination. On cars, pretty soon we're going to see someone imagine that there will be self-driving cars. I mean, in my new car, I mean, I haven't used it yet, but I mean, it'll park itself, parallel park itself. I'm afraid to use it because I don't know what the outcome is going to be. But I mean, someone had this imagination one day to be able to do this. So don't get away from being that imaginative person, the dreamer. I was a dreamer my whole life. People used to call me a dreamer. They used to call me a loser. And I look back now and say, you know what? I'm glad I was a dreamer. I was never a loser. But on the other side, I did lose on some things. But part of my success today is because of the failures and the losses that I had to experience. But I use it as a tool to launch me. I don't use it as a club to beat myself over the head. And that's one of the things I think today is so important today for not only the young adults and the young kids, but also adults today. You got to get back into your imagination. Get back into dreaming again. Because you dream big. Again, it's just the seedlings to the reality that we have. So unleash your imagination this week. Next week, we'll talk about the two different faculties of imaginations that we have to work on, again, like building the muscle. So until next week, live with passion, live intentionally, and let's unleash our imagination. Thanks so much.